Hey there folks, rinimt here, and I just want to make a quick trip up here because land. We have a vista up here. It's also just kind of chilling up here, but in the last part we triumphed in the dawn, and my computer decided to absolutely shut itself, and a sheep to fly for. I've heard you successfully follow in Barton's footsteps. This must mean you are capable of flight. Yes, because I require the aid of such an individual. My sheep has fallen ill, and I need the eggs of a mushu in order to treat her. However, I cannot obtain one of their eggs on my own. The mushu build their nests in high places, and I'm yet to conquer Barton's metal. Please bring me 3 eggs. My flock's lives depend on it. But... oh, I see where you're going with this. Wouldn't it hurt a fly? You there, you look like you have slain a beast or two. I was told today by the Ugin that the gods want me to slay a beast by the Dusk Throne. However, I have never even killed an insect. I am certainly far too weak to take on any of the creatures that dwell near the Dusk Throne. Oh, why did the gods ask this of me? Could you slay the creature in my stead? The Ugin did not specify that the beast need to be slain by my hand. Please go to the Dust Throne and slay any beast you find. You are my only hope! There's a question here, right? 'Cause there's like 4. Yeah. Honor in victory. Good morning, Han. Good morning, Han. Should you have the time, there is something I would ask of you. Tradition dictates that the tribe which triumphs in the dawn makes an offering at the westerly altar. This is done by the individual who contributed most greatly to the tribe's victory. You are noble, but we could not have succeeded without you. I would like you to collect our 3 offerings and deliver them to the guard in front of the Chakazo. Here is the first of our offerings, a sword crafted specially for the occasion. Next, you will need to collect holy water from Azim Kat, the lake below the Dawn Throne. Speak with Mazgud and Reunion, who will give you the final offering. Thank you for your continued support, Han. Here. We are not doing the stair thing. You can't make me. Can't make me! Step of hard knocks. Ah, isn't the Han herself? I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I ask you to check my son? I sent him to the Dawn Throne on an errand. He should have returned by now. Word has it there are some Oranir who resent the fact that our tribe triumphed in the Dawn. Or that one of them may have done something to my boy. Please ask Chagger as to my son's whereabouts. She should know if he is safe or not. Do hope I am worrying for nothing. Alright, so there. Joop. No! There we are. Alright, so there's the holy water. And you head up to the Dawn Throne. Way up here. There we go. We definitely couldn't reach without flight. Ah, Han, to what do we owe the pleasure? Yes, Macaulay's son was here just a short while ago. Last I saw, he was heading westwards with some hunters. I don't imagine there's lots to worry about, but check on him by all means, should you be concerned. Ah, have you come for a Bujak's order? It is rather hefty, so do be careful when carrying it. Alright, so I didn't want to go all the way over there, because I knew we'd have to come down here. Speaking of coming down here, there is a flight-only area down here. Also a vista. 1 egg? Oh, goodness me. Okay, we're good. I was like, oh no, we may potentially deal with a rank if it's there, but it's past it. It's not even here. Okay, then. Fine. We have a destination back here. Hello. Oh, hello. I want to be friends. I don't really want to be friends with you, though. Just saying. Alright. That's that quest done. Anything chilling over here? Nope. Oh my gosh, this is way up here. How did they even know it was here? That's a very important question everyone's asking. Alright. Back down. Oh hey, look, B rank again. I can't continue. My hands are covered in blisters. Wait, you are the Hun, are you not? What brings you here? Father was truly that worried. After completing my errand, I began talking with these hunters and they invited me to trade with them. I had always looked down on the mole, but it was we who lost. There must be some secret to their strength. Come, let's go another round. My apologies, but Father awaits my return. Perhaps I can join you again when my hands are not so sore. Thank you for the invitation. Alright, well that means back we go for that one. It's up here somewhere. There it is. Way in the back. Alright, so that's my 3 eggs. Now I just have to bring the offering. Hello! Do you have the offerings? I do, and I do. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Tell me, are you familiar with the meaning behind what you have brought here? These items represent our united wish that we shall be blessed with peace until the next Sagan Sar, and that those who lost their lives during the Nadam are able to rest well. Thank you for making the offering. I wish you well on your future travels. Please tell Bujag that you have done what we asked of you. Alright. And that should hopefully wrap all that nonsense up. Right. Up here first. Ah. Steps. Stairs. I just spoke with my son. I could not ask him too much as he was keen to hurry off and get his hands bandaged up. What exactly happened? Truly? No doubt the experience will serve him well. Perhaps that kind of training is exactly what he needs to become a stronger warrior like yourself. He may not like it, but he shall need to suffer if he wants to grow stronger. Were you able to get 3 eggs for me? My sheep don't have long left. Oh, they're fine. Thank you so much. This disease spreads quickly if not dealt with early on. I could not bear the idea of losing a single sheep. Never mind the whole flock. It shall not be easy, but I must conquer Barnum's Smell if I am to look after my flock of my own. Thank you for your help this time. My sheep would be done for without you. Tell me, what did you face? In another augur, you say? Now I see why the gods gave me this task. I've been working on a set of armor ordered by a Budigan warrior for a few days now. However, no matter how hard I tried, I could not think of an appropriate design. But hearing you say Anala has made up my mind. I shall give the armor a fiery design. Not just to a brave warrior like him nicely. Thank you for all your help. Do not hesitate to let me know in the future if you have a problem of your own. Perhaps the gods will be able to guide you too. Thank you, Han. This year's Nadam has at last come to a close. Now we are free to return to our regular lives. May the gods continue to smile upon you. Are we done? We did it! Yay! For all of about, like, 5 minutes, probably. In Crimson, they walked. At the risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You are right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourselves so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in the Nizam? And you who saved my lord Hiyam from certain death? Doma is in your debt and will ever be a friend to the Mold. And wait till you, Gosetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you were to return to Yanxia with all haste, the passage to the south of the throne would offer the most direct route. The Thorough sealed it with their magics during the Doman rebellion, when more men in iron came from afar. If ever there were a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to the Thorough Car. But before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak with our most radiant brother. Are you sure that's a good idea? I know he'd agree to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be very happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Nama made us for war, at least. Ever since we came into this world, we have fought. In the Nadam, blood was shed and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Zayla wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, the end to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbor no hatred. And the Dom is the Dom, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so, the Dom throne first up? Yes, and I shall accompany you. Just so long as going to the Dawn Throne does not unlock 5 more side quests. Because I'm hoping it's more than 5 minutes before the next side quest. Because really... The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I'm a child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumph in the Dom did not raise you to such heights. Matsu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Dom. His hurts are grave, and he requires rest, but he will walk again in time. Though it is no business of yours, such pity does not become a Han. We are not allies, traveler. Far from it. And the Dom will come again, and with it our rule. I say again, why have you come? To bid us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Mole? Nay, the Mole are beholden to the will of the gods, and they would not have us reside here. The Ornir and the Baduga may remain. We are for Yanxia and wish to speak of your part in the coming war. Ah, the Dolmens and the Ironmen. I remember our pact. Sound the call and the Ornir will answer. We'll glad am I to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. The gods are kind. I am sure that Ornir will provide a great boon in the days to come. Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mist, and a warrior besides. Look into my eyes, child. See you, Azim? Are you my Nama? I know not what you speak, Brother Magni, but I am certain you are mistaken. Wait. We should get going right now. Alright. Now speak with Sadu. Mahan and their warriors. Greetings, my lady. We come to you on our journey south, bound for Yanxia where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of the Nadam? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle, a good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. And mayhap one who went before them also. Gizer's seed has quickened in his lover. When a child is born, we shall see who waits behind its eyes. Already we must look to the next Nadam. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word, and we will fly to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are Dathara. There's one more thing we would ask of you. The magics you used to seal the passage to the south, will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on a great battlefield against a common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during the Nadam. And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Outlast would be a disappointment. Let's go find Sirena. There's no quest unlocked, right? Okay, good. Oh, before we speak with her, hold on. We have a small bit of map left to get here. Boom. Alright. I just didn't want that experience unlocked. Sadu Hatun has done her part. The passage will deliver it to Oma. It is here we must part ways until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know, but take care of yourself, Sirena. And tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything you did for us. I will. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Oh, it's a red... Oh, wait, is this a banner of the Mole Tribe? It is not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma or your homeland, Lise, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Mole placed their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray that they show you the same favor. As it was in the dawn, blood will be shed, your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. Yet as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Sirena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. Okay, there's no more quests. No more quests. Okay, we're good. The Hour of Reckoning. Right then, to the House of the Fierce with me, my friends. You might be saying, but Winnie, there is a quest right here. And you would be accurate. There is a quest right here. However... Wrong quest. I'm done. It is... a... Beast Tribe quest! Yeah, so it's for crafters and gatherers. Not for your combat jobs. Yeah, so there is a quest there. But it's a Beast Tribe quest. I have not used this road before, but I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I will go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. So, in good news, I already have the Aether, right? In bad news, we can run into air ranks again. So, and really good news, we already have flight! Great. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Alright, more map pieces to snag around here. Oh, hey! So here's Anguda. This is one of the A ranks of Yanxia. We've kind of seen the model before down the southern banks down here. But yeah, so that's Anguda. Here we are! I wonder if they're all gathered inside, waiting, perhaps expecting a speech of some such. Well, no matter, I shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Lord Hien. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Levieux, I presume? I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
The Han has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
So here we are, properly in the House of Affairs. Once more, welcome back. It's good to see you again, Arya. Ah yes, there's another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alexei and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I am pleased to inform you that we succeed. Suffice it to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. Well, I don't see any more side quests. The room where it happened. Imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lys and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt. After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free. Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphinaud's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
Let me guess, my respective preparations are going to be side quests. Right? Probably. There's no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. Give a moment, perhaps you can lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. We'll be better for you to speak with Athena to find out how you might be of service. Trying to keep busy? Feel glad am I to hear it. There's one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alize and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack not confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I've been conversing with Sid via Totaro, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I'd like you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Arya, and thank you again. Alright, well, let's go find Totaro in Kugane. You know what I'm also gonna do while we're here? Let us go unlock the rest of our hunt stuff. Just get it done. We're in the area. 2-star veteran clan hunts. Got to be good. It's not every day I see one as strong as you pass by. I'm Estrelid of Khan Centrario, and I invite you to take part on our hunt. Ah, but I know your face. Aye, you are the firebrand, the one whose ways have kept her from rising through our ranks. Arya wasn't that. It's been some while since last we met. Your eyes have changed, and that for the better. I venture you've had your share of grazes with death since then. The 1-star bills are no longer fit for you. Go and speak with Wolveva. See if the clan will not issue you bills more suited to one of your abilities. For as the hunter grows, so too must the hunter. Go well, my friend. You must be Arya, Estrella told me to expect you. She mentioned it was time you tried your hand at a 2nd star. It would seem she's taken quite a liking to you, and rightly so. Estrella has always fawned on strong women, so there's no faulting her for that. So be it. I will see to it our 2 stars are at your disposal, but you would do well to know the difficulty will be far greater than 1-star hunts you've seen. Prepare yourself. Alright, you can now take 2-star veteran clan hunt bills, and the next 3-star will now be available at level 66, which of course for our cast stats, so let's go ahead and grab it. Well, isn't our good Arya? Come closer, let me see for myself how far you've come since last we met. Just as I expected, you're a good deal stronger than before. The hunt has been good to you, and you to it, I hope. Time has come for you to set out on an ever more dangerous hunt. 3 stars await you. Go and speak with Viveva once more. May the gods see you fit to see you back alive. Take care on the hunt, lest you become the hunted. So, Estrella tells me you're ready for our 3-star hunt. You should know, to suggest such a thing is a great show of confidence in your ability. Very well, I trust her in this. Our 3-star mark bills are yours to undertake. Know that no words of warning will suffice. The monsters you hunt are no normal beasts. They are hellish, unrelenting. You must know well what both you and they are capable of before you face them. Now, it will undertake 3-star, and elite veteran ones will be at 70, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. I know we aren't the 70 in the story yet, but let's get the elite ones. So good to see you, Arya. There is news I've been waiting to share with you. It's that damn Volveva. She's had the gall to chastise me for inviting passers-by to join Clan Centurio. And all I ever sought was to bring the thrill of the hunt to all who cared to know it. I grant you, and no soul save you that ever crew has ever reported back from the outings. We assume them all fallen, but such is the nature of the hunt. I've neither time nor patience for the weak. The hunt cull them from our ranks, I say. 100 must die for Clan Centurio to find one such as you, so be it. I knew you had the, I knew you to be of great ability. Never did I suspect you would climb so high. You've done good by me and made me proud to call you sister. From this day forth, I recognize you as one of Clan Centurio's most accomplished hunters. With that, you have the clan's leave to hunt the far east most fearsome quarry. I hazard you require no long-winded explanations, having already faced such beasts in Ishgard. Still, for sake of ceremony, go and speak with Volveva. Go well, Arya, and don't go dying on me now. The true fun has only just begun. Hail, Arya! I have word from Stormblood. It seems she has vouched for your promotion to Clan Centurio's elite. I agree, you have proven yourself. There is nary a soul in the clan who doubts your ability. Be welcome to our highest rank, sister. We wish you good fortune on your future hunts, and you will need it. For now, you hunt the fiercest prey the Far East has to offer. On these hunts, we grade our quarry according to its strength. The higher the grade, the higher the bounty. But of course, so too, the greater the danger. Never has Stormblood thought so highly of one of her recruits. You have come far. So far, any with further words of warning may be meaningless, but I will give them all the same. Now more than ever, do not overestimate yourself. Yay, we got no experience for this one! The elite veteran clan hunt's now accessible. So this does mean we can hunt B ranks now. Let's just go ahead and refresh all of them. While we're here, because why not have more experience, right? So what do we have? We have Kiwa. An area we haven't even been to yet. Thanks, game. I mean, I get it. It's a level 70 quest, so it's fair enough of it to assume we would have been there already, but yeah, you know. So anyways, let's find ourselves a Tataru here in the Ruby Bazaar. Arya, what are you doing here? I think we're all finding nomads on the Azium Steppe. Oh, you beat them! Good show. A shame I didn't get to see it. Alphinaud has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in the physical fight, but in, paperwork fight, I'm the true Han! Yeah! How Tataru got her groove back. You're here where the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment, and it will be right out. It arrived not long ago. Porter delivered to our offices along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the Dragon and Omega demands his full attention, you see. So he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphinaud to do the work himself. So as soon as that parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question was the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see on closer inspection, that parcel appears to be addressed to the Seki Segumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with quantities of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it's in fact a rather sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! That porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us! I saw it writing with my own eyes! Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster! We have to find the porter right this instant. But she could move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. And she must be redirected to the rightful recipient. They should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. Cheery sort, wearing bright colors as I recall. I will send a few of my men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can track him down yourself? I will wait here on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. Oh boy. So where are we going? We're going up to the Rakuza district, it looks like. Haven't you all missed just running around Kugane? Alright, so somewhere around here, probably right up here, we'll find a languid youth. Who are you? You see company for an hour or an evening? Ugh, what reeks the perfume of desperation? I know none of it, nor do I wish to know. Okay, well, wasn't you. Tataru. Oh, this adult assistant. Oh dear, I misplaced some important documents. If I do not find them quickly, there will be dire repercussions. No, it's nothing so scandalous and base. Mother is a man with singular dietary restrictions, which I have detailed in my notebook. Cannot purchase produce without it. Alright, well, my theory of it that it's back there is back in play. I just have to get back there. Yeah, easier said than done, alright. There we go. Overworked porter. Good evening to you, miss. I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Bokara, or was it the hostelry? Oh, no time! I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby's Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Eh? A mistake? For the Seki Segumi, you say? You're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I've yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Alright. You know, Tara was just here. I guess she scuttled on back. Real quick like. I'm sorry, I couldn't find him. I guess we have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. You forgot to check the back alleys, Tataru. That's it! That's the parcel! You found him! Though knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. Nope, this is it! These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators Atheno requested. I can only imagine what would happen. What would have happened had we sent Arya back to Doma with a parcel full of the love letters? Look on Atheno's face when he reads the first page. On top of that, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone was working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am, making the same silly mistakes. Won't happen again, Arya. I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments we provide discreetly and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lowerita will be pleased to hear it. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphino and Alize my regards, will you? Bye. I want to check something out. Side real quick. Like, my desk argues with me. Well, argues with my cable, more like. Okay. Let's go back to Yanxia. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans to proceed apace. Do you have the documents? You almost got Bloodleathers. Excellent, this looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely be inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good. That's one less thing to worry about. Why are they all here? Oh my gosh. I have half a mind to ignore all these quests. I won't lie. I want to continue on, but I won't do it. I really want to, but I won't. Seeds of Despair. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alize. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. Good now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. The Rainbow Collection. You're Arya, unless I'm mistaken. I have need of your help. Please hear me out. You would never guess, but I'm in fact a craftsman by trade, with a front being constantly short-handed. However, I become more of a jack of all trades. Most recently, I've been tasked with procuring certain rare supplies, but it's quite beyond one of my humble abilities. Well, allow me to explain. To the north of here, there lies a peculiar place called Prism Lake. There you'll find exposed deposits of high-purity crystals, which, through some trick of the elements, have changed into waters the waters into colors of the rainbow. Well, whatever is responsible for this phenomenon seems to have also made the local Namazu uncommonly savage, making it quite impossible for me to do my job. However, I believe one of your prowess would have little difficulty. I would be most grateful were you to procure a crystal from the orange pond and some water from the green pond. Rest assured, you'll compensate for your troubles. Yeah, what, like 700 gil? 800? Heart of Iron. Not even, it's like 600! Huh. My Lady Arya, I have a favor to ask of you. I need you to slay my children. My apologies for the poor choice of words. When I say my children, I mean my creations. The autumn maiden known as Magatsu Kiyofusa. We created them to defend Doma, but though they fought fiercely, in the end, they were no match for the might of Garlemald. After our defeat, I feared that my children would be destroyed, but a far worse fate awaited them. For to my horror, they were sent to lay waste to Molzen. To be forced to turn against those who they were made to protect, I cannot imagine a crueler existence. If you can comprehend my pain as a parent, I ask that you end my children's suffering and the destruction they wreak. But beware, for among the Magatsu Kiyofusa, there is one that is bigger and mightier than the rest, that is clad in reinforced armor. Dear Scales, I do not doubt that you could defeat it, but there is an easier way. This flask contains a concoction called Armor Melt. Use it to weaken your opponent's armor, and it shouldn't pose any threat. From the bottom of my gut. It's you, Arya. If you're not averse, I should like your assistance with a certain matter. Veterans such as yourself will appreciate that it takes more than warriors to wage a war. Aside from those who fight on the front lines as we do, there are full many who contribute to our cause in myriad other ways. In particular, there is one individual to whom we owe much, and 'tis my desire to express my gratitude to him in the form of a gift. For this gift, I have in mind a golden bezoar, a stone found only within the stomachs of white-winged hornbills, a creature dwells near Molzen to the west. I would ask that you hunt them until one yields what I seek. Ordinary bezoars are readily found and are worth little and less, but the golden variety is highly prized as a talisman. Under normal circumstances, I would see to this house myself, but circumstances are anything but normal. I dare not leave my post lest I am called to action most of the way. My thanks in advance, comrade. So here. Wine for the road. You are Arya Aryana, the hero who hails from the west. It is plain from the glimmer in your eyes and the strength in your bearing. I realize this is sudden, but will you accompany me outside? It shan't take long, nor will there be any danger. Just a scenic walk with sprinkled wine and a handful of places. Doubtless you are wondering about the purposes of this activity. For now, ask that you humor a comrade and think of it as a peculiar local tradition. Here is the wine. Pray bring it with you to the docks. I shall tell you more as we make our way. Alize. Often I'll tell you about my plans, and you wish to come with me. Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let's begin our search in the north. Assistance Anonymous. Beg your pardons, but you are Arya, are you not? I have heard much and more of your valiant deeds. I'll entreat your aid if you are willing. I am due to meet with some of our informants. Under normal circumstances, I would do so with my partner, but he was wounded in our last outing and is bedridden. As such, I've been seeking someone to accompany me in his stead. Though these informants are known to us and the risk is low, command forbids we embark on missions alone. Give me much heart to have one such as you join me. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let's make for Yuzuka Manor, where the first meeting will take place. That's like way down there. An eye for an emblem. Hero of Eorzea, Mama. You do not know me, but I am one of many. I am but one of many here. I would beseech you for your assistance in a personal endeavor. After hard years of imperial rule, the ancient and noble culture of Doma has begun to fade. Hoping to preserve some small part of it for posterity, I've been in search of a certain tome. Alas, as it presents no immediate benefit to our cause, my comrades have been less than cooperative in my efforts. If my own compatriots will not help me, I thought that mayhap a visitor will. If you are willing, pray meet me in Monzen. Oh my gosh, 2 more to pick up. Forgotten Resolve. I say, are you not Arya Aryan, the famous hero from Eorzea? Oh, thank the Kami for sending you to me. You see, I've been searching for someone to train with my comrade in my stead. He is strong, while I am not. As such, I'm unable to offer him meaningful contest. If you are as strong as you say, my lady, I should be honored for the opportunity to spar with you. Of course, we would take care to avoid lasting injuries. Will you consent to training with my comrade? You have our thanks. Pray join us outside whenever you are ready. Head left upon exiting the cave and ascend the hill and you will find us. That was all the way out here. Maybe. Where are the... Oh, I saw the marker as soon as I get my mouth. A view to a spill. Is it true what they say? That you can soar the sky freely as a bird? Then there is a mission I want to trust you. The very nature of it makes you best suited. But we shouldn't speak here. Pray meet me outside. Okay then. Why are there only 5 quests listing on my recommendations? Nice it was all of them, but no, of course not. Anyways, I think on that note, it's gonna be a good time to call it a video. We'll go ahead and do these quests, maybe meet up with Alize, assuming none of these chain into other quests, which they probably will. Knowing my luck, they probably will. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep making content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!